Hi, my name is Jack Kirchgatter. I'm the owner and operator of Stinger Sound Systems in Germany. Today I would like to talk to all the callers, cuers, cloggers, anybody that has anything to do with music, wants the freedom but still the control over the music. What we call it is the ST1. This is a strap-on unit that you can put on any microphone, if it's a cable-free microphone or a normal microphone like this with a cable to it. With this unit, you have the full control over anything that you want to do with the music. If it's volume control, if it's fade in, fade out, if it's turning on the music, turning off the music, going back a song, going forward a song, restarting a song, anything that you can do it with this unit anywhere in the hall because it works over Bluetooth. So, getting started. All that you have to do is take the system out of the box. You use the Velcro strips to put it onto your microphone when you've got it set up so that it feels comfortable, where the turn wheel is in your thumb and the button is on your finger. Then you have to just get the system set up. First off, you have to charge the system. So you use a USB-C, plug it into the front. The system will turn on, but it's still not charging. All that you have to do then is turn the system on again, and you leave it for about an hour and a half to 2 hours till it's fully charged. And then you can pull the system off. When it's on, you'll see the display go on, and after a few seconds it'll look for a computer, and if it doesn't find a computer, it'll show red on the battery. This means that it's not paired to a computer, so the next thing that you have to do is plug it into the computer system. So all that you have to do is go to your computer, go over to the Windows symbol, go to Einstellung, Bluetooth, Bluetooth pair, new grade, new system, Bluetooth, and it'll automatically show. Here I have this one under Bluetooth Data, BT Data. They usually just say Bluetooth Caller or BT Caller. It's already finished. So now it's already paired up, and you see that the color on the battery charger turns to green. So you know that this one is paired to a system. That's all that you need to do to pair the system. So you can go to your software that you're using. Here I'm using SquareView. And you'll find that when you turn the volume up and down, that automatically on the software the volume will be turned up and down. Automatically. It's already paired up and it's already using. So the next thing that you need to do, because we've worked together with SquareView has changed their software for us to make it easier, because if you turn the volume down, it'll all the way go down to 0 with this system. What we want to do is we want to have it not go down to 0, because you don't want to turn the music totally off by the volume. So you just go here to Options, you go to Hotkeys, and when you're in Hotkeys, you'll see that the hotkey B is Music Decrease Volume. What you'll have is a music decrease volume, but you need to click on this and turn it to a music decrease volume variable. And when you have this, then you put it into the system under the B, the music decrease volume variable, and click on OK. And this is set up. Another thing that you can also do to customize your system, because you'll find out that when you turn the wheel, sometimes you'll think that you're not turning enough, sometimes you'll think you're turning too much. You can change this also by going back to Options, going to Music, and under the Music system, you'll find a few changes that you'll have to do. The first one, you scroll down to, again, Music Volume Decrease Variable, Lowest, and here you put in a number. It's 0 at the beginning, so you can turn all the way down to 0, but I usually leave mine by 5%. So when you turn the volume down, it'll only go down to 5% and it won't go lower. So you don't have to be scared of turning the volume down and turning it all the way down to 0 as you're calling. It'll work when you just put the percentage and just play with it a little bit. Try 5%, try 10%, whatever it feels good, do it. by the turning of the volume, the way that you turn it, as far as you turn it, you can do this by the next on the top. It says increase, decrease volume in percent. So what we have it is 4% right here. So every click that you make on the system, it'll turn the volume up 4% every time or turn it down 4% every time. And this is what I feel comfortable with, but like I say, you can play with this one also and find out, but if you turn it too high, by 5, 6, 7, you'll find out that you're not turning the volume control hardly at all, and it'll go down to 5% and up to 100% real quick. So just play with this number, and when you get used to it, just go ahead and hit OK again, and you'll find out that everything's working. You'll also see that my system is set up like a Hilton system, so when you turn the volume to you, you're turning the volume up. If you turn the volume away from you, it's turning down. It's actually the exact difference as you would think. You would think that if you turn it this way, it would go up, and if you turn it this way, it would go down, but the Hilton has it the other way. You can change it. You can change it one time just by hitting the button 3. On the third time, you just hold it. So it's 1, 2, 3. You hold it for a second, let it go. And when I turn the volume up, then it's going up. If I turn the volume down, it's going down. The only thing is this is a one-time thing. So it'll only do it as long as the system's on. When I turn the system off, it'll go back the other way. But it's no problem. I can show you how to reset the system so that it goes the other way all the time. So it's a thing that you want. If you want to turn the volume up, going up, and turning down, going down, you can switch it, or you can switch it totally that it does every time, or you can just keep on playing with it and turning it back and forth to find out which one is most comfortable for you. So as far as we have the system set up, like we say, we have a button that runs everything. All that you have to do then is you hit a song, you put it on the playlist. Here I have one song, right mouse button, then I have it on the playlist. I go down to my singing calls, whichever it is, hit it on the right button, and then I have it on the playlist. And these are the playlists, the way that it'll automatically go on your system as you're playing it. So all that you have to do now is hit the button twice, and the next song automatically starts. And you can hear, you can turn the volume up, turn the volume down to 5%. You have a full range of volume. When you're finished with your pattern call and you just want it to fade out, you want to do a nice fade out that it ends exactly when you want to. You know you have your fade out set at 20 seconds. You just hold the button and the fade out automatically starts. So 20 seconds later, it turns the music off. You want to start the singing call, all you have to do is hit the button again twice, and the next song starts. It's just as easy as that. Just hitting the button, full time is a fade in, 2 times to start the next song. If I want to start the song again from the beginning, then I just hit the button 3 times. And it automatically starts again from the beginning of the song. So all the cuers that want to teach a song and they're teaching it and they want to start the song from the beginning, they don't have to go ahead and start the song again. You just go ahead and click it 3 times and automatically start from the beginning again. So it's a really easy system to use. If you want to teach something, all you do is hit the button once and it'll automatically stop the music exactly where it's there. If you want to restart the music again, exactly where it is, just hit the button once again, and the music starts again, exactly where it stopped. It's also a good thing if you're doing a singing call and you're at the end of the pattern part of the singing call and you think that it's not working and you want to teach it, then you can go ahead and stop it right there, exactly where it's at the end of this part. You reteach it, and when you're ready again, you don't have to go back to the start of the song. You can just hit the button and start exactly where it is and just keep on going. So it's a lot easier system to work. The last thing that we need to do is to be able to change all the settings on the system. And like I say, the system is on, it's paired to the computer. So all that we have to do is, we have a telephone, we hit the button 5 times, and it'll put the system in Wi-Fi mode. So we go to the telephone, we look for the Wi-Fi, and you can see right here, AP Stinger. we just click on the AP Stinger, and it sets us up for a config Wi-Fi, and this is all the settings on the system. So what I want to change first is it just says here caller. I want to put my name here, so I click here and put my name in. So this system is now set up for me. Jack, yes. Here's the hotkeys. So when you say you want to change the 2 short clicks, right now it's for a K, you can put any letter in it that you want to, and you can change everything. When you're finished, you just hit the save. It automatically saves it on the system. It just went to the system and changed it, so you don't need any cables, anything for it. It works right where we are at. And then you're finished. It goes back into the normal modus. Go ahead and shut your telephone off. And your system, when you turn it on, I'll turn it off real quick, turn it on real quick. When you turn it on, it says enjoy your dance, and it says your name. So you know this is your system. So one of the fun things with this system is that you just don't have to have one controller with one computer. You can pair up to 4 systems at the same time on this one computer. Here I have a separate one that I just plugged in myself. And you can work it as a working system. So if I'm working and I'm calling and I want to use the volume control, then I just use my volume control. It'll automatically work. When the other person wants to, you don't have to turn the volume control all the way up to the top of the bottom again like you used to doing. You just work it again. So you don't have the dip between the music. All you have to do is who's running the system runs the volume. And it's also with turning on the music, turning off the music, everything at once. You also don't have to bring your USB stick with your songs on it, and the loops aren't on the system the way that you want it. What you can do is you can set up a USB stick with a square view, a full square view system that you start and turn on the square view, turn it off from your stick. And in this square view that you have on your stick, you have your music on the stick also naturally. So you have all of your loops and everything that you've had, you have automatically on the USB stick. So when you plug into the system and you're ready to use it, all you have to do is hit the USB stick on the bottom that's already turned up, and your square view will come up with all of your songs and all of your loops and everything that you have, and you can run your system. And the next feller comes up, does his, or he's the one with the computer, then he goes off the hard disk and starts his system. But like I say, everybody can run the volume control, so everybody's calling together with full volume. Not every person, you have to have the volume. Everybody has the full volume from 100% to 4 or 5%, whichever you choose. So you can call together the full system just working from one computer. And all that you need to run this system is just a speaker with an amplifier. Like I say, you can use a cable-free microphone. Here I have a cable microphone. I also have a plug-in system for a cable-free microphone so that I can use it as a cable-free microphone if I want to. I also naturally have a whole setup of different cable-free microphones. Here I have the AKG DMS 300. It's a beautiful system. The one thing that I really like about these is that all these systems, like this small system that I have here, are running through Bluetooth. So you can use them anywhere in the world. You don't have to look at which channel that I can use in which country and which system that I have to take, and always spending 200, 300, 400, 500 for a system, and to go to a country, use it once and then put it in the drawer and wait till I go back to that country again. The Bluetooth setups, the 2.4 gigahertz or the 5 gigahertz systems, you can run anywhere in the world. So you don't need to worry about what you're doing and where you're doing it. But like I say, there are 2 separate systems now, up to 4 separate systems, and they all work together. So if I'm using this one, then I can just start the song. I have the volume control. If I'm here, I have the volume control. I can turn the song off. Everybody has full control over the whole system as they're working together. So it's an easy way of making a full system and only having one computer on stage and everybody with a cable-free system running Bluetooth, so that you can run anywhere in the hall. I can be on the back side of the call calling with somebody that's up on stage, or two people up on stage and one person on the right, one on the left, one dancing with the people, because you can also use a headset and use this system on just a separate switch so that you have it with you. Or if you're a queuer and you're out on the dance floor and you want to dance with the other dancers, then you can. You still have the full controls wherever you're at. You don't have to have somebody on stage for you, turn the music on, turn the music off, or turning back or restarting or anything. You do it from where you're at. So like I say, it's an easy way to get yourself started and to get yourself running. So we went through all the click systems. Like I said, the one click, short click, is to stop the music. The two clicks is to start the next song. 3 clicks is to start the song from the beginning. 2 clicks and 1 long click is to change the direction on the volume control. A long click is the fade in, fade out. 5 clicks would put you into this Wi-Fi modus, and if you're totally lost and the system doesn't work anymore, all you have to do is turn it on, make sure that it's on, and you hit the button 6 times, and it'll automatically reset to the configuration that it was when you just first bought it. So if you have any problems with it at all, just go ahead and turn it on, hit the button 6 times, and it resets to the beginning mode, so you can start from the beginning.